This is Pragya Devan, and today we are joined by Realtor Parveen Arora, who has spent 2 decades in the real estate market in Canada and have earned accolades like Circle of Legends, Remax Diamond Club member, etc. We are pleased to have you here today, sir.
Thanks, Pragya. Thanks for having me here.
So, the statistics released by Canadian Real Estate Association show that national home prices, they have set a new annual record with prices up by 18%. And I'm not even kidding, 18%. So tell me what is happening, like what is happening in the real estate market?
Pragya, it's a very good question. You know, it's not only 18%. 18% is the overall growth according to Canadian Real Estate Association. But if we see in certain particular pockets, some of the pockets even is more than 18%, you know. And the biggest reason why these prices are going up is a very simple logic, supply and demand. Because there is not enough supply and there is a lot more demand in the real estate market. So that's why prices are continuously going up.
As a regular resident in Canada, explain it to me, break it down for me, why every time there is this surge in housing prices, what happens? Like, is it, as you mentioned, it's about the demand and supply, but if you can break it down for me and for the regular viewer.
See, Pragya, it's not in all the Canada, it's only in certain parts of Canada, especially if we talk about the GTA market. GTA market is always on fire, I would say, you know, all the time prices are going up. And the biggest reason why GTA market is always on higher side, because a lot of people are coming to Canada, and out of those people, majority of them, they stay in GTA. There are multiple reasons why people like to stay in the GTA area. So there is a consistent demand in GTA area. And when there is a consistent demand, and if we really see, Pragya, if the new construction is not enough in GTA, because there is not more lands available in GTA, and even the lands those are available, those are high density zoning. There is not possibility to put the low density or low rise properties over there. So there is a consistent demand in GTA, and that's why this is the biggest reason the prices are always going up in GTA.
But I also read that according to Real Estate Association data, the listing properties have climbed up like 3.2% from September to October, and I understand this is the national data.
That's right.
So how is GTA doing in that comparison?
In GTA, the listing numbers is still low. And if we really see, especially the low rise number is very low in GTA. If I really talk about, on the west side where there is a lot of South Asian community, Brampton and Mississauga, right now in Brampton, if I just give the breakdown, in Brampton right now, I think it's about 250 to 260 listings only in the market. And the normal number is about 16 to 1700. If we see where the normal number is 16 to 1700 and right now it's only 250 or 260 listings available, definitely there is a lot more demand because that number is very low. So that's why the listing number in GTA is very low compared to the other parts of Canada. Yes. Condo market is a little bit different in GTA. There is a lot more inventory in condo market in GTA.
And we did talk about the high prices, but the sales are going up too. And we are still in the pandemic. People are struggling. There are less jobs, but still the sales are an all-time high. What do you have to say on that?
The sales is high because, let's say if there is only 250, 260 listings in the market in Brampton area, and when there was 1700 listings in the market, even that time, the number of sales were the same. But now if we really say, according to the listings available, sale is much higher because that time there was 1700 listings available. Now it's only 250, 260. So the sales number is definitely high because they just look at the existing inventory and what is the sales happening. And the other part which is changing right now, before this, let's say if any property comes in the market, sometime it was taking 4 to 6 weeks to sell that property. Now it's 4 to 6 days.
Yeah.
So that also making the sale lot more faster.
I also read a report by someone who was trying to buy a house. He said that earlier it was a thing like if you go and see a house and then you can call that person again that after 15 days I want to see again. But now it's not possible. You see it once and then after 5 days that property is gone.
Not only that, Pragya, I remember, because I've been through few cycles in this business. before this, there was times when somebody was coming to see the property, we were very happy, somebody is coming to see the property. And now what we are doing, we are giving 15 minutes window or half an hour window. There is no second showing. In that 15 minutes, either you decide you are buying it or you are not buying it. There is no home inspection conditions. I don't think so lately this year I see any home inspection happening on our listing. All the listings are sold firm. There is no home inspection, no financing condition. People are buying firm.
So it's like the housing market is actually on fire.
Absolutely, it's on fire.
So one more thing I got to know, that many young buyers are coming into this market, and they are people who are just starting out in their career. So it's not like that they have a lot of money. What do you think is the contributing factor in such people getting into the market?
The biggest change during this pandemic which came in the market, people have a lot more confidence in real estate compared to the other investments. Before this, people were, especially the young people, they were doing the investments in other areas too, but now people have a lot more confidence in real estate market. The reason why, they see around themselves, somebody bought a property 6 months ago and now the price is 200,000 up. They bought properties sometimes last year and now the price is 300,000 to 400,000 up. They never saw this growth before. So right now, if you go to anywhere, you talk to anyone, and you will see they will right away show some interest in real estate. And young people, they are also coming forward to buy real estate, because they also know that if they are not able to buy now, it will be more difficult for them to buy after 4 or 5 years.
So are there any incentives that the government is giving to help these young buyers?
I don't think so there is any incentive from the government for the young buyers. The only thing is this, what is happening especially for the young people, because they are not able to buy the bigger property. They are mostly starting with the condos or the small townhouses. And the good part, what is happening, before this, builders were not building that many townhouses, but now lot more inventory coming for the smaller stacked townhouses, condos and traditional townhouses. So they have lot more options now to buy. Before this, we used to have mostly a few blocks of towns in any subdivision, but the major portion was detached home or semi-detached. Semi-detached you won't see anymore, because that doesn't make any viability for the builders to put semi-detached now. So majority of the inventory which is coming in the market in pre-construction, that is the townhouses. So where the lot more young people, they can afford those houses.
And we are talking about high prices. Let's talk about inflation now. Today only the report came that Statistics Canada says that the inflation rate has gone up to 4.7%.
That's right.
I want to know how this is going to impact the housing market.
Whenever inflation rate goes up, Pragya, houses prices always go high. That always go high, because what inflation means is this, the less value of the same dollar, right? And the house prices, whenever there is a higher inflation, it goes up, and that's what we are seeing in the market. And the way situation looks like, even lot more people are coming to Canada. The way immigration is opening up, I think in coming few months, I will say in GTA market, the prices will still continue going up.
So even if the GTA market, Toronto is in the housing bubble, so it's not going to impact the sales?
I don't think so. It's the housing bubble, because I am listening this thing from a long time. But if you really see, there is lot more demand and there is not enough inventory. Inventory always comes from the new construction. And if we really see, last year we were doing some analysis, I think maybe about 5,000 to 6,000 low-rise lots came in the market. That is nothing, 5,000 to 6,000 new lots, because new inventory creates the inventory in the resale homes. I don't think so. Even this year it will be, in the coming year, there will be lot more pre-construction coming in GTA market. We don't think so that there will be any market
Major
bubble
impact.
or there will be any impact on the market.
Okay, so that brings me to my last question. This is something that everybody wants to know. Like, whatever the development is there currently in the real estate market, how it is going to impact a new buyer?
It is getting more difficult for the new buyers to buy the house in GTA. That's for sure. And the impact of that is the surrounding areas. If we really see outside towns, Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, London, even the prices are going up there too, because people are not able to buy here, so they are going to the other locations. I think what I used to hear few years back, that Toronto market is very low compared to the London and New York and those cities, I think the time is coming now. We will be similar to those cities.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It will be easy to buy a house in the GTA market now, especially for the first time buyers.
So, because you have spent 2 decades in this industry, what advice would you give to such people?
The advice, Pragya, the best advice is this: whenever is possible, even a smaller property, buy it. Because the longer you will be waiting, it will be more difficult to buy the property in GTA market. Whenever is possible. I'm not saying that you have to stretch or you have to take extra pressure for that one. If you are able to buy a smaller property, buy a smaller property. Even if you are not able to buy any low-rise property, buy at least a condo. Even the condos those were selling 2 years back, now almost double the price. So it's everywhere. And if people are, let's put this way, it's a very simple logic. What we are seeing now, there are multiple offers happening on the properties. Let's say if there is one townhouse and there are 12, 13 offers came on that property, only one buyer is buying that property. The other 10, 12 people, they are not getting that property. What option they have? They will be going either out of the town or they will be buying something else, maybe a smaller property or a condo. So my advice is this, especially the first time buyers, whenever they get the opportunity, it's better to secure something. That way they will enter in the market, because then after a few years, if they want to upsize, their property will be also appreciating with the market. So it will be much easier for them to buy the second property.
I think it's a wonderful advice. Thank you, sir, for joining us and giving your valuable time to us today.
Thanks, Pragya. Thank you.